God says, you were never meant to see this message at just any random moment. Heaven aligned the seconds so that you would open your eyes to this exact word, right now. Archangel Michael has been crying loudly, his voice echoing across the heavens, because you still hesitate, you still delay, you still second-guess the urgency of what is being spoken into your life. This is not a joke. This is not some ordinary message. This is a final, urgent communication, and Archangel Michael's tears are not like human tears. They are fiery drops of divine anguish because he has watched you struggle in silence, watched you ignore the nudges, watched you miss the signs, and yet his love for you will not let him be silent anymore. He says, tell them clearly, because their destiny is hanging in the balance, because heaven is trying to hand them something so miraculous, so outrageous, so life-shaking, that the entire course of their story will change in an instant. God says, you must open your spirit quickly because the revelation cannot wait. Archangel Michael has bent low, commanding angels of truth to circle you now, for there is something shocking unfolding, something hidden that is now being revealed. A millionaire has taken sudden interest in you. Do not doubt these words, for doubt will choke the miracle before it manifests. This interest did not arise by chance. It was written, orchestrated, and released by the hand of God Himself, because what you thought was lost, what you thought would never happen, has been repositioned in your life in the most unexpected way. The millionaire is not simply a person of wealth, they are a vessel of God's abundance, shocked after hearing about your story, your resilience, your pain, your trials, and the power of your endurance. They were never meant to cross your path in the natural, but heaven caused their steps to stumble across your name. And when they heard about you, when they learned what you endured, something in their heart shifted, something divine was stirred, and they could not look away. This is why Archangel Michael weeps so loudly. Because if you dismiss this as coincidence, if you shrug this away, you will miss the miracle hidden in plain sight. Heaven does not waste words. Heaven does not cry without cause. The sound of Michael's cry is louder than thunder because he knows the magnitude of what is arriving. God is saying, the breakthrough has already left the gates of heaven. The chariots of blessing are already rolling toward you. And yet your doubt, your hesitation, your slowness to respond is delaying the landing. This is why the message comes with urgency. Open quickly. Do not delay. Do not analyze it to death. Do not hide from the possibility that God would send someone of such wealth, such influence, such power to take interest in you. Do you not know who you are? Do you not remember how favored you are? Do you not remember that the God who created gold and silver and mountains and seas is the same God who delights in blessing His children? Why would He not place a millionaire before you as a vessel of His will? God says, you have been overlooked for too long. People ignored your efforts. They dismissed your voice. They rejected your gift. They mocked your sincerity. They underestimated your value. But heaven never did. Your worth was written into the fabric of creation. Your value is eternal. And because no one else recognized it, heaven commanded someone who has the ability to make the world take notice. That is why this millionaire was moved. Not because of human strategy. Not because of earthly coincidences. But because God Himself whispered your name into their ears until they could no longer resist. They tried to ignore it, but the whispers grew louder. They tried to dismiss it, but dreams came in the night. They tried to turn away, but angels stood in their path. And so they surrendered. They said yes to the prompting of heaven. They said yes to being part of your story. They said yes to becoming the proof that God still moves in shocking, miraculous ways. This is why Archangel Michael cries with such intensity. Because he has fought for you day after day, night after night, fending off spirits of delay, deception, and distraction. He has warred against demons of poverty and shame that wanted you to believe you had no future, no support, no abundance waiting for you. And now, the harvest moment is here. But the danger is that you might not recognize it. You might think it's too good to be true. You might reject the very blessing that was sent to carry you into your next season. This is why the angel weeps. Not because the miracle is uncertain, but because your response is the key to receiving it. Heaven can deliver the package, but you must sign your name upon its arrival. And right now, heaven is at your door, pounding, urgent, crying, saying, "Open quickly before the enemy convinces you to close the door." God says, "Do not be afraid of what is happening." This is not manipulation. This is not a trap. This is favor in disguise. You prayed for provision, but you didn't know it would come like this. You prayed for open doors, but you didn't know heaven would send a stranger of influence, someone whose name carries weight, someone who is used to commanding wealth like breath. You didn't know your story had reached ears that could change everything. But God knew. And that's why He orchestrated this moment. You thought you were forgotten, but you were being prepared. You thought you were invisible, but you were being protected until the right eyes were ready to see you. And now those eyes have turned toward you, and nothing will stop what is coming. The millionaire is not interested in you by shallow reasons. They are interested because your spirit radiates what money cannot buy. They are shocked because your life carries an anointing no wealth can produce. They are humbled by the weight of your endurance, by the resilience of your soul, by the fact that after all you have faced, you are still here, still standing, still breathing, still fighting. That is what captured their heart. That is what heaven showed them. That is why they could not look away. This interest is not about exploitation. It is about alignment. God says, "I am aligning you with someone who has what you need, because they also need what you carry." You will be a blessing to them as much as they are a blessing to you. This is divine reciprocity. This is holy alignment. This is not chance. This is covenant. And yet, the enemy knows the power of this moment. That is why Michael cries. Because he has seen how close you are to sabotaging it with doubt, fear, hesitation, or disbelief. He has watched you let opportunities pass because you were too afraid to step forward. He has seen you silence your own voice because you thought you weren't enough. But God says, enough of that. Enough of shrinking. Enough of pretending you are small. Enough of denying the anointing I placed within you. I did not make you fragile. I made you fierce. I did not create you to beg. I created you to inherit. And this inheritance is already in motion. The angels have already marked your name. The millionaire has already received the vision. The alignment is already unfolding. All that is left is your yes. All that is left is your courage. All that is left is your willingness to step into what has already been written. God says, look at the signs around you. Do you not see the sudden shifts? Do you not feel the strange stirrings? Do you not sense the heaviness breaking from your shoulders? That is because the chains are snapping. That is because the atmosphere is shifting. That is because the old doors have closed and new doors are swinging wide. And this message is your key. This message is your confirmation. This message is your sign that heaven is serious, that heaven is urgent, that heaven is unwilling to let you miss what is already yours. The time is not tomorrow. The time is not next week. The time is now. And if you listen, if you act, if you obey, you will see what Michael has been crying for, what God has been planning for, what angels have been working for. You may still ask, why me? Why would a millionaire be interested in me? And God answers, because you are mine. Because I delight in you. Because your story is not for shame but for glory. Because I love to lift the humble, to surprise the broken, to elevate the forgotten. Because through you, I will show the world that I am still a God of miracles, that I am still a God who flips scripts, that I am still a God who exposes the proud and lifts the lowly. This is not about deserving. This is about destiny. This is not about luck. This is about covenant. This is not about random chance. This is about divine orchestration. So listen carefully. Archangel Michael is crying loudly because the time is fragile. The window is narrow. The moment is sacred. The millionaire has already felt the pull. They are already searching. They are already shocked by what they've heard about you. The next step is alignment. The next step is obedience. The next step is you opening your heart without fear. If you doubt, you will delay. If you delay, you may lose the timing. That is why heaven thunders, open quickly. Do not wait. Do not question. Do not allow the enemy to whisper lies into your ear. Believe. Act. Receive. God says, your season of smallness is over. Your chapter of scarcity is closing. Your time of hiding has ended. I am bringing you into visibility. I am raising you into abundance. I am surrounding you with favor. And I am sending vessels to help carry the weight of your destiny. This is not a joke. This is not an exaggeration. This is the truth of heaven being spoken directly into your spirit. Michael is crying, God is speaking, angels are moving, and the miracle is already here. All that is left is your yes. Finally, you are seeing it. Finally, you are hearing it. Finally, you are understanding it. A millionaire has taken sudden interest in you. They are shocked after hearing about your story, your strength, your divine journey. And heaven says, open quickly, for this is the moment everything changes. God says this moment is not ordinary, my child. This is not something you can afford to skip or dismiss, because time has already collapsed, and eternity is rushing into your life. Archangel Michael is crying loudly right now because you still hesitate, because you keep ignoring the warnings, because you think you have more time when in truth heaven says your moment is already here. Michael's tears are not light, they are heavy, roaring, filled with the sorrow of what will be lost if you do not hear this message. He says, this is not a joke. He says, this is not for later. He says, this is your urgent message, and if you turn away from it, something divine will slip through your hands forever. You have asked for signs, and now the biggest sign of all has come. Heaven is shifting your destiny in a way you cannot yet comprehend. God says, a millionaire has taken sudden interest in you. This did not happen by accident, and it is not just about wealth. This person has been positioned like a divine key to unlock doors you could not open alone. They have resources, influence, and power, but most importantly they have been stirred by heaven to notice you, to be shocked when they heard about you, to see in you what others refused to acknowledge. This is not human curiosity, this is divine orchestration. When they heard your name, when they saw your story, something broke inside of them, something ignited in their spirit, and they could no longer remain silent. God says, open this message quickly because what I am telling you is connected to your next assignment, your next miracle, your next level of abundance. The millionaire's interest is not shallow, it is not just passing. They have been divinely touched to see the gold that I placed within you, says the Lord. They are shocked because they never expected someone like you to carry this much light, this much destiny, this much power. They had been told lies, they had been misinformed, but now the truth has reached them, and they cannot look away. Archangel Michael is crying because he has stood beside you through storms, through heartbreaks, through betrayal, through loss. He has fought for your safety in the midnight hours when demons tried to destroy you. He has blocked attacks that would have taken your very breath away. And now he cries because even after all of heaven's effort, you sometimes close your ears. He pleads with you, do not close them now. This is not another ordinary message. This is the message where your life shifts in ways you prayed for but stopped believing could actually happen. This is the message where wealth, opportunity, and influence converge into your path because God says your time has come. You think you are too small for this. You think you are overlooked. But heaven has already chosen you. You may feel unprepared, but God does not call the prepared, He prepares the called. You are called. That is why the enemy fought you so hard. That is why the betrayal hurt so deeply. That is why certain people worked overtime to discredit you, to push you down, to keep you small. They saw what was inside of you before you did. They sensed your greatness before you were ready to live it. And they feared what you would become once you realized who you truly are. Finally, God is exposing every hidden motive, every jealous heart, every false friend who spoke against you behind your back. And He is doing it because you are stepping into the season of abundance, and nothing impure can enter with you. He is exposing so you can be free. He is exposing so that when the millionaire's hand extends toward you, no parasite will be clinging to your robe. He is exposing so that when the blessing comes, you will stand strong, not broken, not drained, not entangled by false loyalties. The millionaire is more than just wealth. They are a symbol of the shift in your life. For so long you were ignored, overlooked, dismissed. But now influence itself notices you. Authority itself seeks you. Provision itself runs toward you. The millionaire's interest is the first of many. This is the sign that your season of being unseen is over. Now God says, nations will hear of you. People and places you never dreamed of will speak your name. Those who laughed at you will watch you be lifted. Those who betrayed you will be forced to witness your restoration. But Archangel Michael says, you must act now. You must open your spirit now. You must believe now. The clock is not waiting. Heaven has already released this. Delay only weakens your grasp. If you hesitate, if you dismiss, if you look away, you may miss the divine alignment that has been crafted for years for this very moment. You know deep in your heart this is true. You have felt the shifts around you. You have sensed the tension in the spirit. You know something big is coming. That pressure, that pull, that stirring inside you, it is heaven's way of saying, wake up, it's time. Michael cries because the window is open, and you cannot afford to miss it. The millionaire is shocked because when they heard about you, they expected someone ordinary, but instead they encountered someone extraordinary. They realized you carry divine wisdom, divine resilience, divine favor. You are not like others. Your scars are proof that you survived what was designed to kill you. Your persistence is proof that you carry strength no human could have given you. And now that they see it, they cannot unsee it. God says, I am aligning your path with those who can elevate you, not because you need them, but because I am sending helpers to confirm my word over your life. I am sending resources to support the vision I placed within you. I am sending connections to amplify the message you carry. This is not about money alone. This is about destiny. Money is simply one tool I will use to prove that I am with you, says the Lord. But do not miss this. The enemy already knows what is being released, and he will try one last time to confuse you, to distract you, to convince you that this is too good to be true. That is why Michael cries. That is why his tears fall like thunder in the spirit. He knows what is at stake. He knows how close you are. And he knows how easily distraction can rob you. That's why he says, listen now. Listen and do not turn away. God says, I am not playing games with your destiny. I am not teasing you. I am not dangling blessings in front of you only to snatch them away. I am delivering. I am releasing. I am shifting. And this message is proof. You asked for a sign. Here it is. You asked for clarity. Here it is. You asked me to show you that you are not forgotten. Here it is. The tears of Michael are not just sorrow, they are urgency. He weeps because he loves you. He weeps because he has defended you. He weeps because he knows that what is about to come can either transform you or bypass you depending on your willingness to believe. Do not harden your heart. Do not let fear blind you. Do not let doubt silence your yes. The millionaire's interest is the divine confirmation that your story is not over, that your pain was not wasted, that your prayers were not ignored. They are shocked because they can see what others tried to cover up. They can see the destiny in your life. And heaven says, this is just the beginning. More will follow. Abundance is not a myth, it is your inheritance. Favor is not a dream, it is your reality. Breakthrough is not delayed, it is here. Finally, God is exposing not only the woman who lied, but every lie that told you you were unworthy, every shadow that convinced you you were forgotten, every whisper that said you had no future. He exposes the lie and reveals the truth. You are chosen, you are loved, you are destined, and you are about to rise into the abundance that was written for you from the very beginning. Michael cries, but heaven rejoices. The angels prepare trumpets. The gates are opening. The hour is here. And all God asks is that you do not turn away. Open this quickly. Believe this deeply. Receive this fully. For the shift is happening now, and nothing will be the same again. God says this is not just another word, this is the moment you've been prepared for. Heaven has tried again and again to get your attention, and still you pushed away the voice that whispered in your spirit, still you ignored the signs that kept appearing before your eyes. But this time it is different, and that is why Archangel Michael himself is crying loudly, weeping in the heavens, because you still don't realize how urgent this is. He cannot sit silently anymore, because you are closer than ever to stepping into something extraordinary, and yet hesitation and disbelief could make you lose it all. Michael has watched you suffer, he has defended you when you didn't even know danger was surrounding you, he has carried you out of traps designed to ruin you, but now he cries because you will not listen. His tears fall because he knows how close you are to destiny, how close you are to divine wealth, how close you are to the miracle you begged for. God says, "My child, open your spirit right now. Do not think this is some coincidence, do not think these words are meant for someone else. This is your sign, your revelation, your moment of exposure. For heaven has chosen to reveal that a millionaire, someone powerful, someone with influence and resources beyond your imagination, has suddenly taken interest in you. They were not thinking of you yesterday, they were not watching you before, but suddenly, something has shifted. Suddenly, your name was whispered into their ears, suddenly, your story reached their heart. God says, listen carefully now, because what you are reading is not by accident, not by chance, not by coincidence. Archangel Michael stands before you, his mighty wings trembling as they stretch across the heavens, his voice breaking with urgency, his tears falling like thunder upon the earth. He cries loudly because you still hesitate, because you still doubt, because you still think you have more time when the heavens are declaring that the moment is now. This is not a joke. This is not something to take lightly. This message is divine, it is urgent, and it is for you alone. Heaven has turned its full attention toward you because what is unfolding in your life cannot be delayed another second. Archangel Michael weeps because he has fought battles for you that you never saw. He has shielded you from attacks that you never knew were coming. He has stood at your door when darkness tried to cross the threshold. He has drawn his sword of light when whispers of destruction rose against you. He has spoken your name in the courts of heaven with passion, with loyalty, with love, and still you have sometimes turned your face away as though the call could wait. But it cannot wait. Not now. Not when the divine clock has struck this very moment. Not when something beyond imagination is aligning in your life. God says, a millionaire has taken sudden interest in you. This is not ordinary. This is not casual. This is not curiosity born of chance. This is divine orchestration. They were not looking for you, but my hand caused your name to enter their spirit. They were not searching for you, but I whispered your name into the chambers of their heart. They have heard something about you that shook them deeply, something that made them pause, something that shifted their view of who you are. They were shocked when they heard about your endurance, your pain, your silent battles, and your unwavering faith in moments where most would have collapsed. They saw what others ignored. They saw what I allowed to be revealed. And now their spirit cannot release you. Archangel Michael cries loudly because this opportunity is not like the others. This is not fleeting. This is not temporary. This is not just favor for a day. This is life-altering, destiny-shaping, miracle-making favor. But he cries because you hesitate. You question. You doubt. You say, surely not me. Surely not now. Surely this cannot be real. And heaven says, why not you? Why not now? Why not in this exact moment when the world said you were finished, but I, the Lord, declared you were just beginning? God says, you are safe. You are protected. You are not being tricked. You are not being lured into harm. This is divine. This is holy. This is favor that comes not from men, but from my throne. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. Nothing can intercept what I have ordained. You are covered. You are shielded. Every step you take is being ordered. Every breath you take is being guided. You must only trust me. You must only pray and keep your heart open. Do you not see how the heavens align for you? Do you not feel how the atmosphere shifts around you even now as you take these words into your spirit? That heaviness in your chest is lifting. That cloud that hung over your thoughts is breaking apart. That fear that told you you'd always be overlooked is dissolving. This is not emotion. This is the Spirit of God confirming to you that this message is yours. The millionaire was not looking for you, but they were led to you by divine instruction. They are a vessel, chosen to release what I promised. They carry resources, influence, power, and access, and I have placed your name in their path. They are shocked because when they heard about you, they expected someone broken, defeated, and destroyed. But instead, they saw resilience. They saw light. They saw someone who should have fallen long ago but still stands, still breathes, still believes. And they could not ignore it. They could not shake it off. They could not dismiss it. Archangel Michael says, do not reject this blessing out of fear. Do not sabotage this miracle with disbelief. Do not turn away from what heaven has already secured for you. He cries because you are so close, and yet your hesitation threatens to push it away. Do not close your hands when heaven is pouring treasures into them. Open quickly. Do not delay. Do not hide. Do not run from what is yours. The blessings you prayed for are arriving, but they do not always look like what you imagined. Sometimes they arrive in the form of people. Sometimes they arrive in the form of opportunity. Sometimes they arrive wrapped in shock, wrapped in mystery, wrapped in wonder. But make no mistake, they are answers to your prayers. This millionaire's interest in you is not about chance, it is about destiny. They are not here to take, they are here to give. They are not here to burden, they are here to release. They are not here to harm, they are here to honor what heaven has seen in you all along. God says, your season of hiding is over. The curtain is lifting. The spotlight is shifting. You are being revealed for who you truly are. The world will see what I have always seen. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are chosen. You are light. You are favored. You are loved beyond comprehension. Now hear this clearly. The enemy has worked overtime to keep you distracted, to keep you doubtful, to keep you thinking that nothing good could ever find you. But look at the evidence. Look at how this moment has arrived in front of you. Look at how the heavens have aligned to ensure you would not miss it. The enemy cannot stop this. Darkness cannot stop this. Fear cannot stop this. Only you can close your heart to it. That is why Archangel Michael cries. That is why his voice is trembling with urgency. That is why heaven is shaking with passion right now. Because your choice matters. Your openness matters. Your trust matters. God says, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. I am your covering. I am your shield. I am your protector. I have already gone before you. I have already prepared the way. You are stepping into favor that cannot be explained. You are stepping into a season where blessings will chase you down. You are stepping into a reality where what was once a dream becomes your daily life. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your divine letter, handwritten in the heavens, delivered through these words. You have been waiting, crying, hoping, holding on, and now the wait ends. The sudden interest that seems so strange is nothing but my hand at work. Accept it. Believe it. Embrace it. Because your miracle is here. You must trust. You must pray. You must believe. The angels are already moving. The millionaire is already stirred. The doors are already opening. Archangel Michael has already secured your protection. You only need to say yes. The tears of Michael will not be in vain. His cries are not of despair but of love so deep for your destiny that he will not remain silent. Hear him. Hear me. This is not a joke. This is your life, your miracle, your turning point. God says, listen now, for this message is not ordinary, and the weight of heaven is pressing upon your spirit as you read these words. Archangel Michael is crying loudly, his tears falling not because he is weak, but because his love for you is too strong to contain in silence. He has guarded you for so long, standing between you and dangers you never even knew were near. He has fought for you, pleaded for you, and protected you in moments where you thought no one cared. But today he cries, because you have been ignoring the signs, turning away from the urgent whispers heaven has been sending to your heart. He cannot stay silent any longer, and neither can I. This is not a joke, this is not a coincidence, this is divine timing, and heaven's alarm bell is ringing for you. You must understand, my child, there is a divine turning point in your life right now. Someone with great influence, a person you never expected, a millionaire who has been shielded from your view until now, has suddenly taken an interest in you. Their heart has been stirred, and their spirit has been awakened concerning you. They heard about you, and when they did, something inside of them shifted. They were shocked. Shocked not only by your story, not only by what you have been through, but shocked because heaven whispered your name into their ears. They do not even fully understand why, but they cannot get you out of their thoughts. They cannot deny the stirring in their heart. This is divine intervention. Archangel Michael says, you must open your eyes quickly. The enemy has tried to distract you, tried to drown you in worry, tried to pull you away with fear, but this moment is different. This is a life-changing opening. The blessing is already circling you. The miracle is already near your door. And this millionaire's interest in you is not merely human curiosity, it is heaven's design. God is using them as an instrument of divine provision, a vessel of sudden favor, someone who will unlock doors you thought were permanently closed. Do not doubt this, my child. For too long, you have lived believing that abundance is for others, that breakthrough is for someone else's family, that success is always just out of your reach. You have even told yourself quietly, maybe I'm not chosen for such things. Maybe God forgot about me. But I did not forget you. I never left you. I have been watching you in secret, watching your faith when no one else saw it, watching you pray in nights of silence, watching you give even when you had little, watching you show love even when you were unloved. And now is the time. You are stepping into a season where the last will be. made first, where the overlooked will be recognized, where the forgotten will be remembered. That is why Archangel Michael is crying, because this blessing is so close, yet you risk missing it if you do not pay attention. You risk walking away from the divine hand stretched out to you. Heaven does not want that for you. Heaven is screaming your name right now. Heaven is shaking your spirit awake. This is the moment you cannot ignore. This millionaire has been placed on your path for a reason. They are not here to harm you, they are not here by accident. They are here because God whispered to them. They are here because your name was spoken in rooms you've never walked into, because your story traveled beyond your imagination, because your destiny is pulling people toward you. They are shocked after hearing what you have endured, shocked after realizing the strength inside you, shocked after sensing that you are not ordinary. And they are not only shocked, they are moved. Their heart is stirring with the urge to act, to reach toward you, to extend something that will change everything for you. This is why Archangel Michael says, open quickly. Do not hesitate. Do not let fear silence you. Do not let doubt convince you that this is too good to be true. Heaven is speaking, and it is urgent. The miracle is already standing at your door. And though you cannot yet see it with your natural eyes, your spirit knows this is real. You can feel it in your chest even now. The vibration of heaven is pressing against your soul. This is divine confirmation. God says, my child, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are covered. You are surrounded. You have worried for so long about betrayal, about being taken advantage of, about losing again what little you have. But I tell you now, what I give, no one can take away. What I bless, no one can curse. What I ordain, no one can stop. This opportunity, this sudden divine connection, this favor that is coming into your life, it is protected. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No scheme, no lie, no jealousy, no gossip, no darkness will be able to touch what I am placing in your hands. But you must trust me. You must pray to me. You must let your heart open wider than ever before. Your faith must rise.